Hi everyone. In today's reading in Luke 1:28, the angel Gabriel announced to Mary that she had found favour with God. What was it about Mary that caught the Lord's attention? Of all the women of Judah, why was this poor slip of a girl from the backwater town of Nazareth chosen for this momentous calling? One which would change the course of history, bringing salvation to the whole world. Now there's a task. Mary wasn't randomly chosen. More than just a womb was required to give birth to the Messiah. She needed to be capable of mothering this child appropriately until he was 33 years old. We know very little of the day-to-day mothering of Jesus, yet Mary just had to be a very wise mum. Those of us who are mums to sons know how difficult it is to know when to take your hands off your son's life and allow him to lead his own. In the choice of Mary, the good Lord took all that into consideration, knowing that Jesus would spend a substantial amount of time with his mother. So, what qualities did she possess? Firstly, she was a woman of faith. At the announcement, yes, she did tremble, she was confused, disturbed, and yes, she did raise a query. How can this be? But she trusted God in it. She would, of course, be totally freaked out, but we do know what she didn't say. Yeah, man, I'll do it. I'll walk in the park. I'm the woman for the job. As she listens attentively to her detailed assignment from the divine messenger, she simply says, I'm the Lord's servant. And so secondly, she surrenders her will, indicating the condition of her heart, giving an insight into her character, a woman of incredible humility. We often talk about the pride of pregnancy, but to be carrying the Messiah, well, that's just on a different level. Can you just imagine the haughtiness, the feeling of self-importance, and my, oh my, these selfies? From her song it is clear she was also intelligent and insightful, knowing the scriptures and how. In the first century, unlike the boys, Jewish girls didn't learn in the synagogue. But it's apparent that Mary was a student working from home, which shaped her inward and outward life. However, I think the most important reason she was chosen was because she recognized her need of a saviour. Mary is not to be worshipped. She would certainly not wish to be so. Yet we can learn so much about her life, just like many other characters in the Bible. Some people offer prayers to Mary and often use the expression, Mary full of grace, as if Mary is a source of grace. But in fact, she is not. Rather, she knew she needed God's grace. In embracing God's grace on a daily basis, she was able to carry out this unique and immensely challenging calling. And so it is with us. God's favour or grace in our lives gives us the ability to do things which may seem impossible to us.